Alright, so what is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Apex. I hope you're having a very good day as always, and this video right here is very long overdue because this legend is very underused, very underappreciated, and just not really given enough love in Apex. And we're going to be talking about Mirage in this video and how to fix Mirage and make Mirage more useful in this game. I've made videos in the past where I talk about the 3 worst or the 3 lowest tier of legends in Apex, and Mirage for some reason always end up in those videos. So I'm gonna try and give Mirage some love today and just kind of give Respawn hopefully some ideas on how to potentially buff Mirage and make Mirage more useful in Apex. Before I give my ideas though, I want you guys to comment down below and tell me how you think Mirage should be buffed in Apex, because let's be real, I think Mirage is one of the worst legends in Apex right now. He's still very fun to play and you still can be very effective if you know how to use Mirage, but just on a whole, generally Mirage is considered to be a low tier legend in this game. So however you guys think Mirage should be buffed in Apex, be sure to comment that down below right now. Alright, so honestly I think that Mirage needs to see a complete overhaul on all of his abilities in this game, but just in case Respawn doesn't want to do that, let's just take a look at what he already has and how to improve on his existing abilities. I'm also taking some ideas from a recent Reddit post, so I'll leave that Reddit post in the description down below, but this guy also left some pretty good ideas on how to buff Mirage as well. So let's take a look at Mirage's passive ability, which obviously makes you invisible after you get downed. When Apex first came out, this would have been very useful because people didn't really know how to deal with Mirage. It was brand new and you could actually get away with so many plays when Apex first came out if you were Mirage. Now as people grew accustomed to playing against Mirage, his passive ability is pretty easy to counter and you can easily kill a Mirage once they've been downed. So the post on Reddit basically said that Mirage's invisibility when he's been downed should be increased from 5 seconds to 7 or 8 seconds, which is a very good change, but I also think we need to see more than just that. So I also think that Mirage should potentially be able to move faster when he's been downed as well, because that way it actually allows for Mirage to escape, get into a building, get revived by his teammates, and it's just more useful like that. So I would actually add on that Mirage should be able to move faster when he's been downed. What do you guys think about that? So overall I think if Mirage's invisibility time was increased to 8 seconds and he also moved faster when he was downed, that would be a very useful passive in this game and it could come in handy in the current state of Apex. Moving on to Mirage's tactical ability, which I honestly think desperately needs a buff, because as it stands it's very easy to spot a clone and differentiate between the actual player and the clone, and it's kind of useless. Like unless you really know how to effectively use Mirage, it's going to be useless if you want to use this tactical ability. So this needs to get buffed. The Reddit post said that Mirage should have 2 clones instead of 1, which I think would be a very useful change. In addition, the post also said that Mirage should have more realistic movement. I completely agree with this because, as I said, it's really easy to spot a clone. Obviously the clone can't run past walls, the clone can't jump unless you jump first, it can't climb. So I think all of those movements should be introduced into the clones as well. Mirage's tactical ability on a whole should just be much more useful, because this is what he's meant for. He's meant for like bamboozling people, confusing people and stuff, and if the tactical is so weak, to me it just doesn't make a lot of sense to even use Mirage. Now keep this in mind, guys, I'm talking about the average Mirage player. There are some Mirage players who are very good and know exactly how to use him and just know how to outplay everyone, but that's not the average Mirage player, right? So I'm talking about the average person who just picks up Mirage and doesn't really know what to do. These changes will be very useful. So I fully agree with the Reddit post in this sense. I think that he should have more than 1 clone, 2 clones, and the clones should have more believable, more natural movements as well. So climbing, jumping, running past the walls and stuff, all of that should be implemented into the clones. Now this actually wasn't mentioned in the Reddit post, this is just my personal idea. I think Mirage should also have a smaller hitbox. I mean, the whole point, the whole reason behind using Mirage is to confuse enemies, to bamboozle enemies and stuff, and to be slippery, right? So I think that his hitbox should just naturally be smaller as well. It kind of like ties into his character theme. So I think Respawn should adjust his hitbox size, not quite as small as Wraith, but not quite as big as somebody like Pathfinder, right? So somewhere in the middle of that should be pretty good. So let's talk about Mirage's ultimate ability, which I think is the most useful out of every single one of his abilities. It can be very useful if you know how to use Mirage, but it still is very predictable and easy to counter, right? Characters like Wraith and Caustic and Watson and Gibby, all of these legends have pretty useful ultimates, but Mirage for some reason just doesn't really have an ultimate of the same tier, and I think it should be improved. So how do we go about actually improving Mirage's ultimate ability? The Reddit post actually said that he should have the emergency dance party from Dummy's Big Day instead of his current ultimate, which I think is a very good idea. If you guys for some reason can't remember what that ability did, it basically spawned 5 identical dummies, which would then mirror the movement of the original dummy exactly. So I think that this ability from Dummy's Big Day, where you spawn 5 identical decoys who mirror the original exactly, could potentially be a very good fix for Mirage's ultimate right now. Because let's just think of this scenario, right? Mirage is in a very hectic gunfight and he's pinched. You use the ultimate and 5 decoys are sent in all opposite directions. You kind of blend in. Your actions are completely mirrored by these decoys as well. It just makes it a bit more difficult for the enemies to tell who is the real Mirage. So I also agree with this. I think it would make for a pretty good change in Mirage's kit. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think that all 3 of these fixes would make Mirage more useful? And if you still want to see more stuff potentially being done to Mirage, be sure to comment down below and tell me what you think Mirage needs to improve. Respawn has been showing love to every single legend in this game at this point other than Mirage, like Bloodhound just got buffed, Crypto got buffed, so many other legends in this game are being buffed, and Mirage for some reason is just staying the same and not really receiving that much attention from Respawn as it is. So Respawn, Mirage needs to be fixed, he needs to be buffed, and you need to give Mirage some more love. So hopefully Mirage will be buffed very soon. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and tell me if you agree with these points I made in this video. And if you want to see me do a video like this on any other legend, be sure to comment down below and let me know. Thanks again for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in some more Apex. Till next time.